Did y'all see the Rich Baby Daddy video?
No.
I saw the snippet online.
Oh, you see the video yet?
No, I actually thought it was cute. It was like
dope. It was
the
dope.
way SZA ran up them steps and ain't trip. I was so proud of her.
Was that
dope.
real?
They said it was. They said it was real. They said her
they
water
did.
actually broke during the video, during the taping of the video.
So they all happened to be together when Sexy Red went into labor and went to the hospital with her and all of that?
Well, to be honest with you, you can't believe what you see on the internet. And
Right.
actually, Sexy Red sat in that seat and told us that. Don't believe what you see, like, because I be lying. So that,
Right.
it could have been, like, all the propaganda. But, like, it was a nice video just for, it was like,
I like
it was
the
cool
concept.
because it was like, it looked like it was
It looked
real.
real, yeah.
So as long as it looks real, it was good.
Well, we are the Breakfast Club. Good morning, and let's get to Jess with the Mess.
The news is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess, I need this real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stack.
Lil Wayne is hoping to be booked for Super Bowl halftime show. So Lil Wayne recently was on YG's podcast 400, and the Super Bowl 2025 is scheduled to be in New Orleans, which I thought was great. It's great. That's going to be like even blacker than it was this time.
It should be.
I love that, right? So Wayne is putting himself in position to be someone that they call for the halftime show. We have audio. This is what he said.
What you do the Super Bowl?
Duh.
I gotta ask. It's a question, Wayne. I know the answer, but I gotta ask you.
Of course, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans. I think it's in 2025 or something like
he
that.
doing it.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Wayne,
sure.
come on, man. Say
I'm
it,
not
Wayne.
sure
You
what
gotta
shit.
say it,
I
Wayne.
don't. They know. I will not lie to you. I have not got a call.
Hey, Jay,
like
but I'm
that.
camera folk, Jay.
But we all praying. We praying. We keeping our fingers crossed. I'm working hard. I'm gonna make sure this next album and everything I do is killer. So I'm gonna make it very hard for them I want to just make it hard for them not to
pick
holler
you
at
to
the
do
boy.
it.
Let the record show, after last year's Super Bowl with Rihanna, right here on Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
we said the next two Super Bowls should be Usher in Vegas.
Right.
And that happened. And we said Lil Wayne, Drake, and Friends in New Orleans in
Let's
2025.
manifest it.
That would be crazy. But do you do Lil Wayne, Drake, and Friends, or do you do New Orleans
No,
Super Bowl?
you do little. You got
Master P.
No, you can't. Come on, stop.
'Cause it's New Orleans.
Stop.
Doing a lot.
You got to think about the NFL. Okay, think about the NFL.
Yeah, first.
Lil Wayne is that level of artist
Yeah.
who can headline a halftime Super Bowl. Drake, definitely.
Correct.
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne's protege, it can definitely do it. So it has to be Lil Wayne, Drake, and Friends. The Friends should be Nicki Minaj, another superstar of that magnitude.
Correct.
Juvenile, come out there and do Back That Ass Up. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Khaled, come out there and do We Taking Over. T-Pain, right? So T-Pain and Wayne got some super #1 records.
Absolutely, T-Pain,
And possibly Tiger.
But I just was saying, like, even before we go there, let's do like original New Orleans. So like Manny Fresh,
Manny Fresh,
Juvenile.
definitely.
He'll
we
come out
got
there
it.
probably saying something.
Yeah, but it gotta be like, come on,
Gotta
you know
be
what
so
I'm
New
saying?
Orleans. Yeah, gotta
he
be Mardi Gras feeling.
Yes, he got to tie it into that. I mean, I'm all for Lil Wayne, Drake, and all of them, but like original,
Absolutely.
original New Orleans Cash Money and all of that. I think that would be great. Of course, like you said, I'm not mad at Master P
Because
and all of them,
they
the
so
people that
New
come.
Orleans. Like, that is
Yeah.
New Orleans. Even if it's a little
Absolutely.
bit
It's
of
the
it.
NFL, guys.
It is the
We're
NFL.
talking about
You keep saying that.
mainstream. I love Master P to death, but you
Yeah.
got to think about the NFL's going to want mainstream caliber artists on that
A
stage.
little Frida pop out.
Yeah, he better bring out. Hey, you already know he got to tie that in.
It's the
Why is you
Super
looking at me
Bowl,
like that?
Not an HBCU classic.
Oh my God.
Okay, think
Damn.
about what we're talking about here.
Okay.
I love all of those people you're talking about, but you got to think about the stage that these people are going to be on. You still got to sell it to the NFL.
All right, you're right. So hopefully Lil Wayne even gets to do it.
That's right.
Because
Yes.
Let's get to that part
the,
first.
The
Yes.
main part.
That definitely should be happening.
Yeah. Moving on. Donald Glover is hurt by claims that he has ill will towards black women. So back in 2022, Donald Glover interviewed himself for Interview Magazine. And I just think this was like not even really interesting, but awkward because he asked himself, "Are you afraid of black women?" And himself said, "Why are you asking me that?" You know what I mean? And then he's also said, "I feel like you're using black women to question my blackness." Now, he just recently did an interview with Hollywood Reporter. And he said, it feels like, I felt like it was something that people would say, but no one ever want to really ask me the question. Yeah, it is a better narrative, but anybody who actually knows me knows how much that actually hurts me. But I also realize that it doesn't matter. People are not going to read this and be like, wow, I was wrong. They're just going to keep assuming that I have ill will toward black women. But you interviewed yourself, and yourself didn't even answer that question. So you could have cleared all that up when you asked yourself, right?
Yeah, very, very strange. Why even bring that up with yourself?
And then what are you talking about, right? Like, it's
Very-
just self.
very weird.
He also continued to say that he stopped caring about what people thought because people who actually know him, like Quinta Brunson and some other black people that we don't know, they know the truth.
But how can you say you don't care about what people thought, but you the one who asked yourself that question?
You asked yourself.
Ain't nobody asked you that. You asked yourself that.
Moral of the story, man, some niggas be clowns. That's all I just, man.
But let me ask you a question, right?
What's up?
When you see people for the cause, right, and they're so into, pro-black people, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then they marry an other. How does that make you feel?
Wait,
Like,
I don't know if he married, but he had kids with a white woman.
Yeah.
But like Dr. Umar Johnson, right? If you looked up in Dr.
Dr. Umar
Johnson,
would highly disagree with Donald Glover.
But if Dr. Umar Johnson, you looked up and he married a white woman, would you look at him the same?
What? Not Umar. Like, but his wife.
First of all, I can't believe you would disrespect Dr. Umar.
I'm just saying, but would you look at him the same?
totally against it.
And his current wife is half white, half Asian.
Yeah.
But do you look at people the same, like they're for the cause if they're married outside of their race?
Didn't we just have this conversation
Yeah,
with
we
Killer Mike
did.
yesterday?
I'm asking now because we're having this conversation
Yeah.
because we're talking about it.
It makes you wonder a little
Yeah,
bit.
definitely.
Like, people that are so pro-black,
Like, because
but they
it's like,
marry
how
white.
can you be that
Yeah.
Pro-black.
pro-black and then you be like,
And marry
and
other.
then you go, just marry other,
Yes.
man.
That's a question.
And,
Yeah.
and I've heard. I mean, Donald Glover's made jokes. Like he made jokes. Like I remember one time he said, I think he said Filipinos are like the black girls of Asians. I remember him saying that on a. I don't know if it was a stand-up special. He used to do stand-up, right?
Yo, niggas be clowns.
Yeah, he's made jokes before. He's always had a strange relationship with just race. Remember when he came on Breakfast Club back in the day and he was like, he wanted to be big and white, and he kept saying that like all of these stars, like the Will Smiths, the Beyoncés, like he's kind of basically saying like they've gotten so big that they've like transcended race. So he was like, I want to be big and white. Remember he wrote that poem for MTV saying he wanted to be big and white. It's just strange.
Yeah, so that's why I just told that story because it was awkward. And it's Black History Month too. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
I think what Jess keeps repeating is true.
Yeah. Well, that is Jess with the Mess for the first hour.
All right. When we come back, we got front page news, and then Vince Staples will be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.